good morning, good morning, good morning. Monday, first day of my holiday, folks. I'm chilling out, having a bacon roll this morning. On the ometer, I get full marks for going out to get the rolls. I get full marks for making the breakfast. I lose a couple of points for the exuberance in the napkin department. Too many napkins, but overall a good solid 8 on the breakfastometer. Thank you. Yes, Rosie, you agree? You concur with 8? Excellent. Thank you. There she is, just a wee end there.
It's all right in the sun.
It is. Yes. Right. Right. Here we go. Right, a very good Monday afternoon. We are here at Shanwell Tayport area. There used to be an old radar station here, and that's why all these tank traps are here as well, because this beach here at Tayport, Tentsmuir, this beach was one of the biggest stretches of sand on this coast, on the east coast. So the Germans were eyeing this up, and they were going to come here and land all their craft and all their aeroplanes and all their boats and all their tanks and everything, because there was so much sand here they could actually offload all their equipment onto these massive expanses of sand. That's why the east coast was particularly well fortified. You can see they've got sandbanks and tank traps all the way along the east coast and dotted particular areas along the east coast. Right. There's a horse coming here. Yeah, lovely. Beautiful. This has just totally changed the whole area. It's just become a completely different landscape. All the trees have been cut down and it's just barely recognisable, because we camped way over there somewhere in that balcony island, Frankie, myself and Jamie, but this whole area, we were running free in the trees, but now look at it, it's just totally a different landscape altogether. Yeah, it's weird. And they keep these odd trees. You can see the odd trees left in the middle, and that's for the birds, so the birds can just land and get a little look about, see what's going on. But yeah, totally changed. So it's a bit surreal, really. And you see all these dips, and that were otherwise just covered with trees before. They were nothing. They were just like, you would just run through the trees and think it was just a great landscape. But now it's just weird, strange. So how the landscape has changed since my last visit. Last time I was here, the trees were on either side. This is a path. This was a forest path. This was, but now look at this, just a total open path now. The trees have all been cut down. There's the old one or two trees that you see still left. And they do leave a couple of big trees for the birds to land on, so the birds can get a look about, see what's going on. But how it must have changed for the nature, for the animals, the deer and the birds and all the rabbits and everything, the foxes. They used to run around here. Total change of environment for them. So yeah, it's just going to show folks nature. It's just totally unstoppable. And that was just one little storm. Imagine if we have a few more storms. Goodness knows. Yes, we used to camp just along there, Balcony Hill. That's gone. That's no longer Balcony Hill. That's Barron Hill now. You just can't camp up there now because you'd just be spotted a mile off. Whereas before we had the shelter of the trees, to shelter from the wind. But now, no chance. We'll see what happens. Oh, we'll have to turn it back. Oh my God, it's timber here. Wow, look at it, loads of it. Crikey, look at that. Folks, I need to turn around because I'm not supposed to be here. No. Yeah. We'll see the damage. So there we go, folks. That was the walk. It's just a quick loop around the back, along the beach, and then around the back of the woods. And I think we actually walked through a part of the woods we weren't supposed to be, because they were doing work to all the trees and things, but we just walked through it anyway. But we're now going to go, and we found a coffee shop, a cafe, a new cafe that's open. So Rosie, of course, spotted it and wants to go and get some cake and coffee. So that's where we're going. You all right? Larrick Cafe. Well, folks, we're here at the Larrick Cafe in Tayport, where I just thought it was 1:30, but it's actually 2:30 because I hadn't changed the clock on my car, so I thought it was nice and early. But yeah, so I'm just having a cappuccino. Rosie, what are you having?
Chocolate fudge cake and cream.
Of course.
Hot.
Of course. What have you got, Rosie? Cake. Oh, yes.
Chocolate cake and cream. It's lovely.
There we are, the Larrick Cafe. Very nice indeed. They've got a great spot here, and because the sun must come all the way across here. And we sat in the sun there for a good hour. That was awesome. Very nice cake. Rosie had a bit of chocolate cake. I had a couple of bites of it as well. Very nice, and the coffee was pretty good, and the service was very good as well. So all in all, very nice little spot they've got here. Yeah, give it a good solid 8 out of 10. Thank you. blow the place up.